Welcome to the Sex and Care Cafe. My name is Bartleby Ross.
Eve Monique, welcome.
Today we're going to talk about
how to last longer in bed.
Yes, well, that's a subject, and I think
that's exciting.
Yeah, all men and especially
for women.
Women.
Very nice.
And well, I think it's probably something that's a universal issue across all cultures, and I think probably throughout history.
Yes.
So what is all that really about? I mean, in the natural world of things, you know, men are created, with the penis and, with the all possibility of an erection that's going to last and do the job, right, with their partner.
Yeah, but just on a get the job done, that's about 10 minutes. But if you want to have some more pleasure, and not go oriented into orgasm,
well, that's maybe the first.
Yeah,
that's maybe the first thing. If you are goal oriented and just coming, then of course, I mean, I think you can masturbate or have sex with your partner and come in 1 or 2 minutes. I think isn't there a famous Missy Elliott song where she talks about the 1 minute man?
The 1 minute man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to become a 4.5 hour man.
Yeah. So the mindset, first of all, the mindset as you go into sex, for the man, it's like, in a way, you don't want to orgasm. You know that you're going to orgasm at some point, or you can even take that mindset that I'm not going to orgasm. And I have certainly gone into sex saying to myself, I don't need to orgasm. Because
the pleasure you're giving is more important than your own goal-oriented orgasm.
Well, yes, and there's great pleasure. Well, there's certainly great pleasure in giving, and taking care of my partner.
Yes.
But ongoingly, if I am not goal-oriented, if I say it's okay that I don't come, and that the experience, so it's like the journey becomes, in a way, more important than reaching
the end result,
the climax.
Yeah.
And it creates a very different type of sex.
Yes.
So that mindset is important.
Yes.
Now, as part of that, if I am focused on taking care of you, of taking care of the partner that I'm with, then I am not so concerned in a way about my own orgasm. I want to take care of you. I want to give you pleasure. And that puts a whole different emphasis on the sex.
Yes. And then as a woman, you have to be willing to really connect. You have to be connecting with the person emotionally, feel the man you're with as the man feeling the woman. It's like a connection.
It's a connection.
As you don't check out and think about the laundry. You are really present with yourself, and you need to know what feels good to you. So you can give some direction, you can be interactive about it. I think for women it's very important to speak what they like, what kind of stimulation works for them at what time. And don't be like a drill sergeant, but just gently say, hey, I'd like this now. I like my clitoris to be stimulated. Could you add that for me?
Yeah, that whole connection, like, it's kind of like that circular thing going back and forth between the man and the woman. I think that is also really important. I've learned to trust that I might not be hard all the way through sex. Like, you're hard, you get a little softer, maybe you go down some. But if I just kind of trust that that's okay, and that I'm going to get hard again at some point. So the sex is more like open-ended, and that takes away anxiety. That takes away anxiety, and I've learned to kind of trust the flow of the connection with my partner, and that it's okay. I don't have to be hard all the time. First of all, I'm not intent on orgasm. The second, I have no time limit with my partner. We have no time limit. And the sex doesn't have to look a particular way. It's not like, and this is important because a lot of people are hooked into the whole porn thing here.
Yeah.
They think it looks like this. It looks like you come in, you know, you
Hard.
screw this way, yeah, you're hard, you screw that way, you come in there, you come in, like it's some kind of formula, and it bing bang, you know, I'm a porn star. It's kind of really messing people up in their minds. And what is happening is they're having sex in their brain rather than trusting and relaxing into the whole kind of flow of their body. And you know what porn doesn't do? It gives you no sense of the sensory opening that you need to have good sex.
Yeah, and the connection, and it is like, it's not even attraction. Attraction can be one part of it, but connection, like you're really connected to the person that you're with, and you can have that just on a date. It doesn't need to be, you have to be 10 years in a relationship in order to create that kind of sex. You have to be connected to the person and willing to open up for that moment and relax into that. And then then the focus within yourself is different. You know, you have to feel yourself. And that's why masturbation is important for women, to really know what you feel like, and what it feels like to be aroused, and what it feels like to be penetrated, and what it feels like that you're very aware of where you are inside of yourself and what's going on. So you can give some help and direction if you want things to be a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, masturbation is for guys, you can, through masturbation, learn to hold your erection over a longer period of time. I mean, if you masturbate without, if you say, I'm not going to come, right? You can even put it on the clock. All right. I'm not going to come for 15 minutes while I masturbate. And you can find ways of breathing, just, you know, just very steady, slow breathing. You can find ways of when you feel like, as you're masturbating, if you feel like you're starting to come, starting to orgasm, and you clench those PC muscles, those pubococcus muscles, hard one to say that.
That's a very hard one.
Which women are, you know, they're developing them with their Kegel ball exercises. Well, men can do the same. You know, you can develop that muscle, and the strength of that muscle actually helps give you a stronger erection. And if you feel yourself coming, again, you can do this in masturbation, or you can do this actually in partner sex. If you pull up those muscles, and it's the same ones that when you want to pee, right, when you're about to pee, if you pull those muscles up, it will stop the flow. I know, it's a funny face, right? It stops the flow of pee coming. That's those muscles. You can pull in as you feel yourself starting to orgasm, and it will pull the orgasm back.
Wow. So then that means that when you, while you are having sex and you feel like you're about to come, you can do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, and as a woman, you also can help out with that. Huh? It's the place behind the balls and the anus, and just push into that.
Yes.
And you can help if you feel like, well, we're not ready for that. We want to keep going. You know, we want more than just one orgasm, or the woman's not ready yet and the man almost is and got so excited. You just push into the place between the scrotum and the anus, and you push into that.
Yes,
and
that's
also
what
takes the orgasm, slows it down, stops it.
Yeah, the sperm cord is there, right? Yeah, that's a good spot to know. If you don't know that spot, it's a bit of it's a kind of an emergency stop.
Yeah, it's the
get on that point
emergency
there.
break.
Yes, it is, which is good. You know, the other thing is, you know, with how I feel like, you know, the woman can help also. It's like the guys tend to get too hot, right? And they're kind of driving towards orgasm. And if she feels that that is happening, and, you know, she wants to go longer, you know, if she can just kind of pull out and slow him down. I mean, the guy also, he needs to gain the awareness of, okay, it's not about coming, because it's about pleasuring his partner, which of course is where we started.
Yeah.
And as if he feels he's coming, then to pull out and just like rest, and he can rest there, right, with the penis just in the right of the front of the vagina, and just let it calm down.
Yeah, and it's very exciting for women too, because like you're like really in the mood, and then you're kind of teased almost, you know, and you don't get it, but you get a little bit. So it's for the woman very nice also knowing, that it's about you getting more of your orgasm if the man gives to you, and if it's like a dance together, you give more to each other, because somehow it can be an energetic coming without the actually physical coming. It's
Exactly.
an energy release that the woman can feel and the man can feel, but it's like, and then you can build it up to the next level, and then let it rest a little bit and then start again, and then when the peak comes, you slow it
That's
down
right.
again.
That's right. And
And you go like
exactly.
this, and you go,
Oh,
and
that's.
then if you've done that after a couple of hours, that is fantastic.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
Then your orgasm is way, way bigger.
Yeah, that's right.
And women can even have orgasms in between, when the man doesn't come, but he feels the female orgasm. It becomes an energetic orgasm. If you're really tuned into your woman, you can feel her orgasm and move with that orgasm and build it into your own intensity. And that's like, without making it, it's a very practical way, you don't have to spiritualize it. You don't have to, it's just really a practical way to have a longer experience and to have more intensity, more release, and more connection.
Yes.
But don't you think you have to talk about it before you have sex? Did you want to do that?
I think it's
a lot
really
of younger
important.
men, they just go in there and they go for the orgasm, and then it's like, wait a minute.
Yes, communication, I think it's really essential. You need to communicate what you like and what you're doing together. It's like you need to get on the same page in the bed. You need to be kind of moving. It's very much, the dancing metaphor is really good for sex, because, if you can see it, when two people are dancing in tune, it's a fantastic thing. And if they're not, it's like they're just bonging into each other. It's two separate people, dancing next to each other, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But one thing I just want to also, just a little thing that I just wanted to bring up from what you were saying, if I am like kind of, inside of my partner, but, maybe it's gone a little quiet and I've gone a little soft.
Yeah.
If you like tweak me in some way, like if you tweak, like,
like I suddenly slap your ass or something.
Yes, exactly. If you do that, or you tweak a nipple, or you bite in one of the erogenous zones, it will pop the erection back.
Okay, just the overstimulant of the unexpectedness.
Yeah, because then you don't, it's that difference from just driving towards orgasm and trusting the flow.
Yeah.
It's like you can prompt, if it goes quiet and I get a little softer, it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's okay, you see?
Yeah, we're not doing the Olympics, we're having something pleasurable. And for women too, don't feel that there's something lacking in you if the man gets softer. He might have a great time, but it's just, time, it goes away, it comes and goes, and that's that dance. You have to trust it and just be relaxed about it and trust that it will come back up, because it will. It's not like, wow, I must not be beautiful enough, I must not doing it right, and you get stuck in your mind and you get moody, and that's like a deal breaker. That's not a dance. You keep letting go and you trust that, okay, there's now no erection happening, just going to stay with it, we're just going to do something different, and then suddenly it's right back up and you keep going.
Yeah.
And then becomes a whole other connection in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because women feel then that there's something wrong with them or something. Because they have to, men don't get hard, I must be lacking.
Yes. And this becomes now, if the man starts to internalize that.
Because the men feel that, and then they go in their mind, for sure you won't get a nice evening anymore.
Yeah, because then you get that whole performance anxiety, and that is a trip, that is a little worm that gets in there, and it takes something to get the worm back out again.
Yeah.
And
don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there.
Don't do it.
Right.
And just stay loving, and loving can mean you start spanking them. Don't think loving has to be sappy.
That's right.
no sappiness.
In fact, in my book, loving is spanking. Yeah. But I just want to, before we complete, I do just want to say that, you know, there's a couple of things that need to be pointed out. You know, but if you are having problems with an erection, if that is a problem, there may be some hormone issues.
Yes,
and
prostate issues.
Yeah, there could be prostate issues.
Or mind issues.
And there could be mind issues, but there could also be like heart issues, because the whole erection, the way it works chemically, you know, it's to do with the flow of blood in and out of the penis, and it could be to do something with the circulation. So, you know, if you feel like you are having ongoing issues and it's concerning you, then consult a doctor, because you know that might be what that is.
Yes.
And we're not doctors.
No, we're not. But we have, you know, something to share with you, which we love to do.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Yeah, do you want to sum it up?
Do I want to sum it up? Well, we are all naturally made to have good sex. I mean, we just are.
Yes.
And, you know, there's just those things you can do. Relax into it with your partner. Communicate to your partner. Trust the connection. And it doesn't, like Eve said, it's not about the Olympics. And this is a very nice shape.
Yes. Can you imagine, like, you start and 4 hours later you finally come and you had a great experience and you're so connected and you're both like, whoa, you know, and it was far out evening.
Yeah. And maybe there was some oral, maybe there was some anal.
Switch it all up. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. And be creative.
Spice it up.
And go to a store and find some stuff to use. It's really wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it, huh?
That's it for today.
Good luck. Go do it.
Sex
4
and care.
hours.
Sex with
6
care.
hours.
6
all
hours.
night.
Right.
It's
all
possible.
night. It is.